So we've created a successful Bactrian kingdom on the outskirts of India after brutal wars and constant revolts. So in this video, it's time to stabilize and try to go further than Alexander ever could. Little did I know, the nomads are stirring and are going to continually plague us as we try to meet our aims. Can we beat back the continuously painful hordes whilst also creating a fledgling Indo-Greek Empire? Well, stay tuned to find out. And we are back! Bactria. And yes, I have made that joke 2 videos in a row. Go figure. But here we are back with part 2 of our Bactrian campaign, guys. We smashed the like goal for the last video. If you haven't checked out part 1, check it out in the description down below to see how we got here. But honestly, it was a major struggle. We fought many wars with the Mauryaans, didn't we? Many bloody wars and hundreds of independence wars. At least it felt like hundreds anyway. But now we're in a relatively stable-ish situation now, with Moria completely collapsing towards the end of the last video, with this big guy up here as our tribal vassal as well. So I think for now, what we're going to do is let our aggressive expansion tick down, try and get our stability up. If you notice a difference in political influence, that's because I have gone around before the video started and made sure we're on the right governor policies everywhere, and basically try and stabilize our nation, ready to fight some more wars. Because today, guys, our goal is to go further than Alexander ever did. We've basically got to the point where Alexander got to, at least in the north. But I think it's high time we realize Alexander's dreams and march into the lands of India. First things first, though, guys, we are going to accept Greco-Indian, just because thematically it makes sense. We don't need to min-max everything, you know, in every single game we play, but it just makes a whole lot of sense to bring them in thematically, so let's do that. Right then, guys, let's press play and try and tick some of this aggressive expansion down, get our stability up a little bit, and we're going to fabricate a few claims around too. Now, we have built great temples in most of our newly acquired land over here, but I did find this city that needed one, so we are building that in straight away. And then we are very soon going to be building grand theatres everywhere. Our economy, honestly, at the moment is ticking over quite nicely, so yeah, it's pretty nice indeed. And we won the Olympic Games. Well done, Mr. Stilpon. And a new military tradition, guys, and I am very tempted to go for phalanx, but I think instead, let's go for the Silk Road over here. Some of those bonuses are very nice indeed. And there goes gradual economic integration, guys, allowing us to build grand theatres. Now, in terms of tech, guys, what we're going to do, we're going to go for religious assimilation first over here, and then we're going to go for cultural administration. Both of these are going to be very useful with our very multicultural society. Well, there goes religious assimilation. That should really help, guys. And man, the AI sometimes does some crazy shit with their buildings. Like, we didn't build any of these aqueducts, but they decided to build nothing in this city apart from 4 aqueducts. Like, why? The population's not even that high. I'm assuming that population was high for the AI, but yeah, we don't need at least 3 of those. Like, let's use that money to build a great temple instead. Well then, I've gone through all of our cities, guys, and honestly, I think we've got great temples in all of the places where they're needed. Like, some of these provinces that are already, like, you know, 70% plus Hellenic, we don't even need them, so that is pretty darn good. Some of these ones over here that are a lot lower, that's where we've built the great temples. So now I think it's time that we start building a few more grand theatres. I don't think we've got any in our lands at the moment. The only thing is, down here there are no cities, so maybe we will want to build like a city at least over here somewhere, something like that. Just to basically convert these regions a little bit quicker, because as you can see, it's all Iranian pops down here. And damn, Stilpon got hands, my friends. He wins the Olympic Games again. Very nice. Well then, guys, the times, they are a-changing, because we are now pretty stable. We managed to stabilize our realm. We've not had any rebellions for a while. So why not take some land that'll be happy to rebel very soon? So we are going to be attacking Kapisa over here. That's going to bring in Panchandanda. Yeah, Panchanada. I don't know why I found that so difficult to pronounce. And Salvira down here too. I want land off all of these guys, I'm not going to lie. We basically want to clean up sort of this region. I'm not too bothered about the west anymore. The west can be left to Armenia and Parthia if they want. But yeah, let's get on with this war and see how we do, boys. The only issue with integrating so many cultures is, as you can see, like, our levies are an absolute nightmare. Like, what is this? This is just horrendous. Like, it's not good. It's really not good. I mean, this is the Greco-Indian levy, and that's a lot better to deal with, really. Well, that's a good sign. They had 14k troops up here, and they decided not to attack this levy, so surely that levy is going to be relatively strong, shall we say. But yeah, we're pretty spread thin with this war, but I have got a bit of a cash backup if we need to get some mercenaries. Well, that's a good sign. The level 3 Gedrosian fort is down, so I don't think we're going to be able to take much land off Salvira, because I don't think it'll think that we can take this land up here, unfortunately. But yeah, we're going to have a good go at it. And here comes a battle. Let's see how our terrible, terrible levy does against their levy. I'm assuming their levy will be a lot more consolidated. Apparently not. Oh dear. But it looks like we are going to win pretty easily. Very nice indeed. Well, there goes cultural administration as well. That is really going to help assimilating a few pops. Well, there goes all of Gedrosia. Very nice. Let's take their capital and see if we can get them out of the war. I think it's next December we can start to piece these guys out. And now, tech-wise, guys, we're going to go down towards temporary office, making sure that we basically can never really have a civil war. Overall, we're making pretty darn good progress over here, guys. Very nice indeed. Obviously, just standard Imperator Rome wars where it's really hard to take out these tiny little small stacks. So yeah, well, there we go. With Salvira, guys, we are going to peace out for the southern coast down here. It is 18 aggressive expansion just for these two territories, so it is going to be a lot of aggressive expansion we're taking here. And then I think Panchanada, we are just going to take these two little areas. Again, 22 AE for that is kind of insane. The good thing about Gedrosia and Patalene down here, though, guys, is that they already do have a little bit of Hellenic pops, especially Patalene down here. Loads of Hellenic religious people and loads of Greco-Indians too, which is really cool. And time for Capisa, guys. Now, it is 19 AE to take all of their land, but I think we're just gonna do it, boys. Let's go. Now we have 76 AE, so again, we are just going to have to chill for a little while. And I think for our next tradition, let's go for Phalanx, even though we have crazy levies. That'll be helpful when we get our first legion. Speaking of legions, guys, let's go for Royal Guard now. I know our stability is tanking, but yeah, basically, military service is great for the levy size, but we are going to be at peace for a little while. But that unintegrated culture group happiness is terrible for us, especially in the newly conquered land. So let's get Royal Guard instead. That should help make this stability drop slightly less than it was when it was up at 64 or whatever. And of course, you know what we are doing with our money, guys. Great temples first in all of this land, and then we'll move on to grand theatres. And here come the Uazi, and that actually means that we are in this war, and I just disbanded all of our troops. Luckily, they can be raised straight away again. But yeah, we've just changed the law, so our levies are so much smaller now. Right, Uazi, let's have a bit of fun, shall we? And straight away, we get attacked by Sarkia too. I don't even know where they are. Like, oh, they're here. Okay, right, goodbye. And unfortunately, it's one of these stupid wars where the territory flips between each one. Oh, I hate these wars. I think we'll get some mercs for this because, yeah, I don't think our troops are going to be quite enough yet. Well, here we go. Big battle against Sarkia. And as you can see, they do actually have a decent army, unlike us. But we should win this. We just need to stack wipe these guys because, of course, any tiny little troops that they have are just going to be taking land left, right, and center, which, of course, is incredibly annoying. And here we go. Hopefully we're going to be able to stack wipe them here. Let's see. This is going to be interesting. Well, I don't think it will be a stack wipe, unfortunately, but oh well. Well, there we go. Finally a stack wipe on the Sarkians. Very nice indeed. Well, there goes Sarkia. It's time now to get rid of the Uazi. This is going to be a nightmare. Look how many provinces they have. Damn, that was a really close battle. So, yeah. This is not going to be fun. Well, here we go. Big battle. 44,000 of our troops versus 20,000 of theirs. They still do have a lot of troops, so... And their troops are pretty good because they're all concentrated levies. They're not, you know, wishy-washy levies that we have. So, yeah, this is going to be a tough war. See, the thing is, they attacked Amirgia over here, but when they've occupied them, it's not flipped. It's just been occupied. Whereas with us, it flips. I don't know how that works. Surely it should be the other way around, you know? Damn, this war is rough. It is really, really rough. I mean, I guess the good thing about it is we're going to get all this land for pretty much free. Yeah, without having to wait for Amirgia to turn into our client state or anything like that, but... yeah, it's not a good war, let's be honest. It's not great. And they just attacked us piecemeal with 3 armies. Very nice. We should stack wipe all of these. Yes. Oh. That is so useful. Well, I've just found the greatest name of all the provinces in the whole world. Yes, a weed joke. I'm sure you've never heard any of those before. Well, we are slowly but surely whittling them down. Now, the only issue is... the reason why I wanted Amirgia to have this land in the first place is because I didn't want to govern it. Like, it's not our religion, our culture, anything like that. Like, there's literally nobody of our religion and culture, like, up here in the in the far north. So, yeah, it's all Sarkan and Heptadic. So, yeah, is there even cities up here? No, there's, like, not even cities. So, yeah, I don't even want this land, to be honest. And there goes another war with Shunga. So, these boys down here. Stupid. Come on. Why? You're going to get beaten, Shunga. You know that, right? Well, there we go. Got rid of the Uazi eventually. Right then, we're going to have to go pretty fast all the way down to the south. Think about how far that is in real life. That is an insane distance. So maybe we could get military access through these guys. Let's have a look. No, still not, unfortunately. Moria is expanding again. That does scare me somewhat, but yeah, these guys, what a stupid thing to do, bro. Right, time to force march all the way down here. I think we've got a bit of money, so let's get that mercenary company. Let's get them on force march to start with. Right then, mercenary company engaged. Very nice indeed, and it looks like we are going to win quite handily. If that's all the troops you have, Shunga, shouldn't be an issue at all. And remember, guys, if you are enjoying this Bactrian back to power, then make sure you do like and subscribe. It really does help the channel out. And damn, we just stack wiped them over there. Very nice. Well, we could white piece Shunga now, but I don't think we do that. I think we push. We've got some AE spare up to 50. So we might as well just carry on and see how much we can get out of this. Well, I think this is what we will take, guys. A very silly idea from Shunga, because we just need to stabilize a little bit more again and, you know, not go too crazy, and basically make sure we do hold on to these bits of land up here that we were given, I guess, in the Uazi War. That's so stupid. I don't know whether the AI, like, goes through phases where it's like, we must declare war on the player, like, we must do it, we've got to do it. Because obviously that's just happened 4 times in a row. I know the Uazi and stuff, that is scripted events, but yeah, both Shunga and these guys, like, so stupid. Why? We're just gonna full annex you, bro. Like, it's just, I don't want to fight in the Himalayas. Ooh, and I didn't realize Moria is involved in this war now as well. So basically, I'm just gonna try and full occupy Kucha, and hopefully that will get them out of the war. There we go. We have full occupied them, so we can actually turn them into a client state now. I think we will do that. However, judging by how quickly we're converting this land to Hellenic up here, look how quick we've converted, like, a lot of this land over here. I have built a city over this way too, and we are going to try and build a city in each of these provinces. Actually, this one could do with one too, but not necessarily, because it's actually happy. What about this one? Yeah, this one could also do with a city. So basically, I want to build cities in all of these provinces up here. But yeah, we are struggling for political influence at the moment. I am scheming for influence, and that's about it. We just got to rely on events to give us a good amount of influence. But yeah, we have high aggressive expansion already, so taking this should be fine. Well, guys, who is going to be the next one to declare war on us? And Shunga just doesn't learn, does he? Why? They lost the last time. Why do they think they can win again? Well, finally, we managed to get all the way down here. Oh my days. Why is that such a struggle of a battle? Wow, I did not expect that. Wow. Yeah, we got absolutely destroyed in that battle. So yeah, maybe Shunga has chosen the right option here. I don't know. I think, though, we can afford to get some pretty juicy mercs. So let's get those boys. And how did Shunga get up here? They must have got military access through Moria or something. That's interesting, though, but I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference. One thing that it has revealed, though, guys, is the fact that we 100% need to start building some roads. And we also need to clean up this area, because every time we get declared war on down here, we have to walk all the way round this way, which is an absolute nightmare. So I think after this, we're probably going to declare war on these boys. Right then, let's take revenge on this stack over here. We should have enough this time. There we go. We're going to avoid a forced white peace. That's good. Well then, guys, let's continue to nibble away into India. Let's go for that. Well then, I think it's time we get into these guys. But if we attack these boys, that's going to bring in some of the bigger boys like this guy. Although it's kind of fallen apart, I think it'd still be annoying to fight. So instead of that, we're going to attack Panchanada over here. That should be rather easy. So let's go. And there goes temporary office. That should mean that we don't need to bribe any of our guys anymore. Basically, 5% threshold for civil war is huge, so that is fantastic. Well, there we go. Full war score. It is 38 aggressive expansion. That is quite a lot. So what about becoming a client state? That's 34 for a client state. I think we just go for that, because that still allows us to come around this way down here rather than having to go all the way around there. So that definitely does help quite a bit, and it's only 27 aggressive expansion. We're going to become a great power by doing that too, which is not the best thing in the world, but it's okay. And you may be wondering why we've saved up all of this cash. Well, we are now going to get a legion literally just to build roads, because it's so slow moving around here. This area is already quite Hellenic too, so it's a pretty good take from us. This is what the legion's going to be, guys. It's very cheap, it's very small, and yeah, I don't really care about it. I just want to make sure the maintenance is not too crazy for us. And we do have some roads over here, but we need to connect them all up. There's like little tiny sections of roads everywhere, so we are going to go on a very large road building project. We have now built cities in all of these regions up here, as you can see, guys. So now what we're going to do is we're going to move down this way and build cities in these two regions at least, and then see if there's anywhere else that needs a city. Oh, and by the way, guys, before you ask, down in the comments below, I am using a manually installed previous version of Invictus mod to allow me to play this continued save. Obviously, the new update has come out, and we have to go back a couple of letters. We have to go all the way back to A, because Armenia now has a mission tree. So does the Bosporan Kingdom, although they're dead in this in this timeline. But yeah, so we're going to have to do those ones as well now, which I think is going to be really, really fun. So let me know what you think I should do as Armenia. And there goes our glorious leader, Eucratides the First, the Indian Eucratidid. Very nice indeed. He was a fantastic leader. He died of yeah, but he did live to 81, so unfortunately that did tank our stability though, so that is not good when it comes to these disloyal provinces. But Stilpon is an absolutely fantastic successor. He is 61 though, so hopefully he does live for at least 20 years. And here we go, we do get a brand new mission, and honestly I had another mission open which was to stabilize and grow somewhere. This one wasn't available when we chose that mission. I think it was cancelled in the Uazi War or something like that. So, but this is amazing. We get a brand new mission. An Indo-Greek kingdom. India is a vast continent awash in riches and home to ancient cultures, religions, and customs that are alien to us Hellenes. We have established a foothold in the upper Indus Valley, securing our control over the regions of Gandhara and Pentapotamia, which will serve as the heartland and capital region of our new kingdom. The Indus Valley is home to many different cultures and tribes, many of which were conquered by Alexander himself years ago. Our first order of business should be to restore and construct Greek communities in the region, and then expand south down the Indus until we reach the Erythraean Sea. This will bring us into conflict with the Mauryas, and we shall be well prepared. Very good. So let's go for this mission first. A new figure will arrive in the Indo-Greek court. And I'm just thinking maybe we do get these missions from integrating the Indo-Greeks. So that is pretty cool. Like, there's some really good missions in here. Well, as much as it pains me to get rid of the Eucratids very shortly after we actually got them, to be fair, only one generation after we got them, this guy is pretty much a Chad Lord. Look at that. So, yeah, India needs new leadership. And now we can do an Indo-Greek capital, which will make Sangala our capital now. So we are moving away from sort of our Bactrian roots, I would say, but I think it's all worth it, seeing as we are going for a lot of India. And I think we do change our capital because that is a lot of pops of our culture and religion. And instantly that means that we need to build some aqueducts straight away. Otherwise, they're going to start being very unhappy and starving. So apparently we bypassed this mission, which is a bit of a shame. I would have liked to have seen what that actually gives you, but let's go for these other two missions. Southern Expansion over here and Pentapatian Homeland, which gives some very nice bonuses, honestly. We can actually change our ideas now, and I think we're going to go for Discipline over here. And honestly, as good as standardized construction is, I think for now, probably the best thing to do is go Provincial Loyalty, and then we'll change back maybe later. And I think we'll go for pop conversion speed. And now we've built a couple of buildings in Euthamidia, we can go for growing our capital, which gives us 15 Hellenic Macedonian citizens and nobles. Now, can we support that? I don't know, but apparently we can. Just about. But I think we need at least another aqueduct in there. And now we can do Alexandria on the Indus, making it have some very nice bonuses as well. I mean, that gives it 5% assimilation speed. That's actually pretty insane, I'm not gonna lie. And there goes the Gandharan Passage as well, and the University of Taxila. And apparently the Twins of Alexandrias too. And then the capital of Gandhara as well. Nice. So all of these cities over here are going to end up with ridiculous conversion speed, especially if we put it on cultural assimilation. And now we're going to make Sangala into a metropolis as well. I don't know why it's changed name back from Euthamidia to Sangala, but okay, that's fine. And there pops our first independence war for a long time, so hopefully we can mop this up pretty quickly. And as you can see, our road building legion has been hard at work. Let's just have a quick look. We now have a road network that does go all the way from sort of our original heartlands through our new heartlands all the way down to here. So we should be moving a lot quicker between our troops in Sogdiana and Oxiana to the front lines. Well, there we go. Mopped up very quickly. Well, now Sangala's a metropolis, we can do this and go straight onto approaching the Gandhari too, and then do City of Malians as well. These bonuses for these cities are absolutely insane. It's great. We're now just going to mop up these two little boys, and then honestly, I think we go after the Assyrian Kingdom. I know we're not really focusing on the West, but it's free real estate, isn't it, guys? Well, then, I think it is time we go after the Assyrian Kingdom. It does look like Greater Armenia is going to come into this war, so that's going to be okay. I guess they are a subject of them. That's fine. Let's just use this 32k stack to go and take Zadrakata, and then they won't be able to get past it. Well, someone else has declared war on us. Honestly, no idea who that is. Again, oh, apparently this, whatever that is. God damn it, it's another horde conquest. Does this ever end in this area? Like, really? Really? And out comes the UAZ again. Like, how many times do we have to repeat this pile of shit? Like, it's fucking stupid. It's so annoying. They just took Eucratidia. Great. This is just so annoying. Like, well, at least we can do trade on the Indus. Very nice indeed. And a port for our kingdom too. Well, there go the UAZ. Honestly, like, how many times does this happen? Because, like, it's fine, but it's just really, really annoying. Like, it's just... as realistic as it probably is, it's just an incredibly annoying mechanic. Like, it's just not fun. It's not fun to deal with at all. Right, well, we definitely need to get some mercenaries, so let's get a couple of them. So now we get black flagged by the Assyrian revolt, which gave us no morale. So now this army that was here can't take Traxiana anymore, means that we've got the ticking war score against us. You see what I mean? Like, it's not hard to deal with. It's just annoying. And that wouldn't have happened if none of this shit hadn't popped out. Oh my god, like, it's honestly infuriating. I hate these types of wars as well. They're so stupid. Well then, we do need to get out of this Armenian war because it's destroying us right now. So if we release Kucha and Amirgia, we can get out of it. So let's just do that. Finally, let's start turning the tide on these absolute fools over here. And Parthia actually just enforced a white peace on us with the Assyrians. I don't mind that at all. I would have liked to have taken that land, but... like I say, let's focus on the east. This is just painful right now. There we go. Now we can do Ancient Patala as well. Very nice. Well, there we go. Now we can do this mission, Mountain Fortresses, which, yeah, I mean, it's kind of stupid. We had a mission where we had to build a fort here, and then we've got a mission where we've got to build level 2 forts in both of these. So... very strange mission, I'm not going to lie. Because, yeah, again, like usual, we're just going to delete these. We don't need them anymore. There we go. Finally, that war is over. Well, not frustrating at all, that war, I've got to say. There we go. Now we can do Province of Gandhara 2. Very nice extra bonuses too. We've done a couple more missions, so now we can do Attracting Greek Immigrants. Now, I am slightly skeptical of these. I'm not sure whether they work fully yet, so... yeah, hopefully it does work and bring some more Greeks to our lands. We're also just going to take our anger out on these boys over here, so let's go. There we go. And let's now forge a new bloodline as well. Very nice. And there we get Blood of Menander. Very cool. Well then, from this war, guys, we are going to take all of this land. We don't have any aggressive expansion. We haven't for a while. Like, look at our stability. It's kind of crazy. So yeah, that is very, very good. And look at that. We are an absolute juicy boy on the map now, aren't we? Well, guys, we might as well clean up this area up here. So let's go for that. Well, there we go. There goes Kucha. Very easy war indeed. And there goes most of Emergia as well. Oh my god. Why do they have land over there? What? Well, okay, fair enough, but we'll take the land over here, please. Oh, and those are some juicy borders, my friends. Let's have one more go at the Assyrian kingdom over here. I know there's going to be a lot of people that come in, but hopefully they don't get access through here because Parthia has just taken a load of land off them. So surely Parthia will not be happy about giving them access, so let's see. Ooh, and Moria have just declared war on us too, so I'm not sure we're going to be able to piece out of this one too well. We'll let these guys kill them, and then what we're going to do, we're going to grab all the rest of the troops, all of you boys, all of you, and we're going to come over to fight Moria. Now Armenia's in a war with Parthia too, so hopefully they'll be willing to piece out of this pretty soon, basically for all of this land. Well then, there we go. Now we can clean up these borders very nicely. Well guys, I think at the moment we're just not quite powerful enough to take on Moria fully with all its little vassals. They are just spamming out a lot of troops. So yeah, I think we're going to piece out of that. But yeah, we've been in a pretty good position most of this time. Who's Kasala? I think we just clean up these little boys to start with, and then basically we have a route through this way now as well. Wow, it is literally Fort City over here. Look how many forts they have. Well then, there we go. Very nice indeed. Well guys, I think we're going to end it there because basically there's this big decision to make. We can embrace Buddhism and become a Buddhist Greco-Indian nation, and then we'll also set our culture to Greco-Indian, our primary culture anyway as well. But I want to leave that up to you, and I think we'll do a third part of this series just because it's been pretty interesting, hasn't it? It's been frustrating, it's been fun, it's been everything really, from highs to lows, all that sort of thing. But in order to do that third part, guys, let's see if we can get 300 likes on this video. That would really, really help this video out and make me want to do that third part where we become Buddhist or not. Let me know down in the comments below whether you think we should go Buddhist or not. I would prefer not to, but just because it'd be painful. Because look how much we've converted this land. Like, we've converted it all to Hellenic now, and yeah, going Buddhist would be a little bit of a step back, I would say. But in terms of cultures, we have some pretty good amount of Greco-Indian and Macedonian cultures now, which is very, very good indeed. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. It's been a pleasure as always. Make sure you do like and subscribe, and I'll see you all again on the next video. And as always, massive thank you to some of the channel members David, Cowie and Pascal. If you are interested in supporting the channel, you can do for as little as $1 a month down below.